The last couple of shows we have obviously talked about him, and his vaccination status. He was obviously reported by his chef that he faked his vaccine documents pretty much. And the NFL has since kind of looked into the issue and then suspended him. So far, he's served two out of his 3 game suspension, but Bucks head coach still has not made a decision regarding AB returning back to the team. So, Brandon, my question here for you: do you think AB will return to this team when he is eligible to return?
Yes, for this year. AB, not AB, switch those letters around. BA hasn't made a decision yet because it's not his decision. I know he likes to put on a facade of being fully in control all the time. But if you look at it, like Tom Brady is the offensive GM for that team. He's the one who decides who comes, who goes, and he is probably the one who's also the one talking to the guys in the offseason about taking less money to run it back. I imagine he is the one keeping that offense together and probably making a lot of the decisions around it. And so BA's decision is largely going to depend on Tom Brady. And as far as we know, Tom Brady has not spoken about it yet. And the reason I think that is because he is genuinely pissed off about what's going on. Because in previous incidents, Tom Brady has supported AB for the most part in most cases of what's been going on. And if if you've been watching him, if you've ever listened to him talk, if you've heard people talk about him, you know the only thing he cares about is a Super Bowl ring. And either you're with him or you're against him. Like you're either there to support that or you're working against it. And up until now, AB has supported that. But right now, I think Tom Brady feels like this action is hurting his chances of getting his eighth ring. And that's what pisses him off so much. And I think he's pissed off, especially after all of the support on and off the field that Tom Brady gave Antonio Brown to turn him around. And Tom Brady will take it personally. Like if you're not helping this team win a Super Bowl, that's a personal offense to Tom Brady. That's just the way his brain is wired, I think. And so by doing that, he's taking it personally. He is personally hurt by this because obviously he's not getting any younger. Nobody knows if or when he'll fall off a cliff because they've been predicting it since 2016. And so I think he knows eventually he's going to age. So I think he wants to take this time and win as much as he can, obviously, and that hurts this. That being said, Antonio Brown will most likely be on this team until the end of the year because when he is on the field, he is an insane talent and he can win games in the season, in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. He can do it. So I think he'll be on this team for the rest of the year. I just think after this year would probably be if they cut him,
Mhm.
just to get through the season and then cut ties with him. He'd probably never play again if that's the case.
Yeah,
Long-winded answer for BA hasn't made a decision because it's not his decision to make.
Jin, what do you think this decision comes down to, and who do you think is making this decision?
Oh, it's 1,000% Tom. Tom's out here. It'd be great if Tom can. Tom is most likely going to get turned into the next GM. Of the Bucks because he loves the game so much. And and I think it's just AB. His time is done. There's going to be no more AB in in Tampa Bay anymore. I just don't know exactly what can you say to change that because it's Tom that essentially that got AB the job, and it's just as easy for Tom to take that away from AB.
And everybody knows how much of a competitor Tom is. Like, you know that if you're making a decision that hurts the team, he's taking that personally and you are working against him.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, at this point, he AB has gotten so many chances in the league at this point. And obviously the last few chances have been because of Tom. But as you said, at this point now, you can only imagine his patience is running thin. I've kind of vouched for you in multiple situations and multiple times, and every single time you end up doing something else to get you suspended or to get you removed from a team, something. So I don't know how many more chances Tom can help AB get, but I can't imagine it's many.